All right, we got the camera turned on, and we are having a party on the patio. Love them knives style. Oh man, hey, this is empty. What do I do? We fill it up. We fill it up. That's what we do. And while we're waiting, because we're going to talk about some different knives here with our live stream, just to see kind of who shows up today. Oh, yeah. And trying to get all our social media stuff put together here. Videos. Here we go. Hey, what's going on? Chad? What kind of a watch is that? It's called the Minute Machine. It's the Minute Machine. It's, boy, it's not focusing very well, is it? Minute Machine by Oakley. You know, like Oakley blades? Well, they made a watch. And it was called like the Tank Watch or something for a while, but they changed it to Minute Machine. They don't make these anymore. This is titanium, and it's sapphire crystal. The works are Swiss, but I mean, yeah, expensive, isn't it? Yeah, yeah. It cost, I think retail, they're $1,200, or back when they were available. But I grabbed mine off of eBay. A guy that like wore it twice. He had the box of paperwork for like $600. So relatively speaking, I got it at for a great deal. Why is my camera not focusing well? Yeah, it's not bad there, I guess. So there we go. Yeah, it's got some different functions on it, that kind of thing. Yeah, cool. What's going on, guys? Check this out. Crooked River. I got this from Benchmade. Just came in yesterday. So, man, that's nice. I like it. I got kind of... I got the thing from Linus, my buddy in Sweden. We were talking, and I was out on the patio, and it was dark, and and I had a few beers, and I told him, you know, you can go on Benchmade and make what you want. I really like the Crooked River full size, all that kind of stuff. And I always thought, you know, I've been on Benchmade and created knives, but never actually went through and ordered them. So I did. He pushed me over the top. So this is 20 CV blade and red G10 scales. So I don't know, is my focus not working here? It just seems like it's not working very well. But yeah, backspacer in red, deep carry pocket clips over this, so you can choose what you want. I mean, you could get a coated M4 blade, you can get S30V, you can get S90V, you can get 20CV, and then you can choose like your surround here. So I chose it to match the red G10. Yeah. Focus is okay? Okay, good. Thanks, because, you know, it seems like here it's not. Either that or my eyes are leaving my head. Something's going on. It doesn't seem that good. Hope the feed is better than what it looks like. Although maybe the camera's focusing on the background. I might have too much stuff in the background. But not sure about the presenter. Yeah, thanks a lot, John. You want to see a good knife? This one here is that Carruthers. And John Smith was on the list with Carruthers, these are handmade in the USA, and he got a hold of me because he's bought knives off my table sale, all that kind of stuff. We email back and forth, and he goes, "Oh man, I'm on the list, and I didn't think I was ever going to be called up because they only do so many and this and that. So he'd bought a knife with natural canvas micarta off of blade forms, and he goes, "Oh damn!" And then they brought me up. They emailed me, says, "You're on. What do you want?" And he's like, "Oh man, I already got one." So he says, "You want my spot?" So I said, "Yeah." And I didn't know anything about the Carruthers knives, so I kind of looked it up. I haven't done anything on this. This is that double deep red micarta, and you can get it like kind of more rough or more buffed, and this is more buffed, but it's 3V blade, and I'll bet the heat treat on this is pretty good. So yeah, up close is fuzzy, further away is better. Yeah, sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. I may have hit some feed deal on my camera that's kind of made it to where it's not following focus very well. If I can get this other stuff out, will it? Nah, it's just not doing it, is it? Well, that's too bad. Okay, so, and then the other, about 5-6 days ago, I got this. It's the Sebenza 21. So I was really thinking I wanted a 31, but I found a place where they still had one of these in stock, and I got a really good deal on it. So I remember getting one of these back in, oh God, would it be the 1990s or early 2000s? It was probably about 20 years ago. And on a trade, I traded a guy a full custom fixed blade from Bill Coghill up in Northeast Oklahoma. I knew Bill, and so I had a couple of his custom knives, and so I traded this guy, and he sent me this thing called a Sebenza. Never heard of it before. And hey, Steven, you like my reviews? Thanks. Some people really do not. Really do not, and make no bones about it. Sorry. I mean, I don't remember everything, and I do misspeak and things like that. So I try my best. I try and do a little bit of work on things to figure out, but not always do I come through well. And you know what? I'm trying to figure out if my video is even showing, and I'm not getting it. Isn't that something? Because I'm looking, I got my iPad sitting here, and I'm rebooting on my videos, and it's not even showing that it's running. Thank God I've got a stream of people chatting on my iPhone that I'm using as my camera. So, Hawaii Knife and Gear. Hey, you recognize this? So you did this yourself, right? Because I didn't know that. I don't think you said that when you sent this to me, but yes, this is the bomb. It really is. This koa wood. And this is, I think, is this the hunt or the huntsman? I think is what it's called, but I mean, there's your big blade, and it's got all kinds of stuff, including this cork, for your corkscrew hook, and the awl is over there. Small blade, scissors. Of course, it's got the saw in it as well, and all kinds of stuff. But man, look at the grain on that, and it's glossy. It's beautiful, and the Victorinox right there. That is. And I've never been a big, Victorinox or multifunction knife guy, but this one, oh wow, that just changed everything. Look at that. Wow, that's just, man, just doesn't get much better than that. That's really good. Oh, hey guys, that will come in handy. Yeah, it will. I'll bet it will. I had it in my pocket the other day, even though I was carrying a different knife. I had that in my pocket. also with my EDC flashlight, which is my Olight SR2 Baton 2, if I can get that right. Oh, they're going to be having a sale here on the 29th. They're going to have the Seeker 2 Pro in blue, the S1R Baton 2, the smaller one in purple, that kind of stuff, so that'll be cool. Any of you guys ever seen these RFA folders? And this is 511 Tactical. Got this, I mean, because a viewer brought my attention to it on on Smoky Mountain Knife Works, said, check this out, because he knew I tested knives, or I don't test them, but I have them tested. So I sent this in for testing, and yes, it really is S30V, and it's 24 bucks on Smoky Mountain, and I'm going, that doesn't make any sense. Well, it was a while before I looked around online, like who else is selling them, but Blade HQ's got them for 119. So, and Knife Center has them for like 69. So, Smoky Mountain, 24 bucks. Even though they're assisted opening, the fit and finish is not the perfect, and the centering's a bit off. Yeah. The corkscrew will come in handy. Oh, is that what you meant? Is that what you meant? Well, hey, dude, you don't need a corkscrew when you got the bullet. And we'll see how many of those I can drink in the approximate 1 hour time I'm going to be up on this feed. Because I don't know if I can do much more than an hour. Probably my damn phone will run out of power. Oh. But I don't know if I did a show-off thing on this last time, but the Scavenger. Made by Rike Knives. Of course, it's Andre de Villiers ADV Scavenger, but it's that beautiful. And you know what? I always thought about maybe having Blades We Love wash it and do something different, a different pattern or something, but I just haven't worked up the nerve. This is just a nice color anyhow. But I've seen it done in kind of a scattered camo look with kind of a green, tan, blue, yellow thing all over it. And it looked really cool. I've seen some apocalyptic type finishes, but talk about a big ass dog. This thing's so good. Oh, talk about Rike. Anybody got that 1902? I know there's two guys out there that do because they got them from me. And wow, really nice. Damasteel blade. And I guess the big deal about this, and of course it's got that red carbon fiber. Unfortunately, they didn't do it on the back. But, if you could get somebody who pimps knives, you could take that material and insert it there and balance from both sides. But the Damasteel, see, these things are like $280 online. So they're under 300 bucks. You don't get Damasteel very often for under $3. And so I think that was the big deal. I mean, and Rike Knives, they're proud of their stuff. You get their integrals and they're 500 bucks, $600. So the Alien 4, I think, was, that's about 4 or 5. And you bring out the effing grouse. They're effing liars. No effing growl for me. Hey, stop it, or I'm going to take this over to your house, and you're going to regret saying that to me, buddy. Hold on. How do I do this now? Okay, hold on. This is the way. Okay. Yeah. Blades we do love. And what's fun about these little, what the hell is this thing called? 3-coil. It's the Puna by 3-coil. So it's got a little box that comes in. I'll post this review in a few days. And then, you got extra blades. So you got like a little X-Acto knife, and then everything breaks away here. And so this little clip can turn around, I guess, and you can use it as a screwdriver and Phillips, all that kind of crap. So, but otherwise, just kick it like that. And then bottle opener, which I don't need because I've got cans today. And then, of course, the knife. Now, you unscrew the barrel, and it's got the little hex tool that changes out the screws here. And I'm looking through the camera, so it ain't helping. But what do you think about that? I mean, for $10, it'd be great. Unfortunately, it's like 49 smackers. So that does change the dynamics. But I got this. I saw this on White Mountain. Who makes the fixed blade? Carruthers. Berg knife. How you guys doing? Carruthers. And I'll tell you what, if he had a brother, he could be the Carruthers brothers. And I'll tell you, oh man, this is nice. This is nice. I'll bet this is really easy to disassemble and strip down if you want. But look at the contouring on there. He does a great job. And I'll tell you what, I've never felt ergos like this. Oh, you got your Cobra coming? Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Oh, crap. Which reminds me. Let's make a big damn pile of mess here. Why not? Oh, also X-Arc. Got that in. So I did one on the Chronic X-Arc that I haven't posted yet, but both of them in the same color. And you know what? As a front flipper, this X-Arc is excellent. It really is. It's easy to do. And you know, a lot of knives, if they got too much detent, you're going like this, and then, you know, it comes out of your hands. But this one is grippy because it's G10, so it's kind of like the Metamorph in that respect. When, you know, Indiana Knives had the G10 Metamorph. Yeah. But this one is really easy to do. And we were talking about TwoSun, so let me talk to you about TwoSun. And this is, oh, my Kingfisher. I got this back from testing from Kurt. Yes, real M390. And the HRC, I reported in a previous video, it was 63.8. Wrong. Stripped it down, took the blade out, and did it on a more congruent flat spot. And it's 60.3, 60.4. Because nobody's seen a 63.8 M390 blade from anything before. So, yeah, it did seem a little high and a little freaky, but that video's getting redone. And the Kingfisher will be on there, and man, I got that. I just put it back together because he sent it back in pieces, and I got my grubby paws all over it, but I really like the Kingfisher. That's a hell of a knife. It really is. M390, beautiful, ceramic bearings. And then the other one I was going to bring out just for the hell of it is this one just keeps intriguing me. And this is a night morning design, the 232 round, or you can get them the 232 pointy. So it's got a different blade, okay? But this one is the round. And it really reminds me of a Barlow style. Oh, Iron Wolf. Yeah, I had an Iron Wolf. Oh, God. And I don't anymore, and I should have never let it go. That thing was so smooth. That was so nice. I think I might have to circle back around and try and get an Iron Wolf again. Ah, that was nice, yeah. So, but this one's interesting, isn't it? Wow. Separate little piece comes out of here. Of course, they build a detent ramp into their blade. It's amazing. I just haven't seen hardly any other knives. I can't even think of one that... wow, that's nice. Oh, well. But yeah, I am proud of this. This is going to be a keeper because this was all the money. I think this was, I mean, you're going to laugh, but I think all in was around $285 with shipping, maybe $290 with shipping and everything. But they built it like in a day. I had it in my hands within 5 days of ordering this. So you can build it on their site, and you can do that with I think the grip, the mini grip, and what else? I can't remember. Yeah, Chad, you're right. They do have a clip point. You're talking about the 232. Yeah, they do. And it's an interesting looking knife. I'm not sure if I really like the clip point more, but okay. But no, this is not a liner lock, damn it. But yeah, I like this. And there's a guy on eBay, and Steve Kluver in Iowa, he's like in touch with everybody, but he's a viewer, and apparently he's not going to come on tonight. I told him, I'd warn him before I went online because he was going to go on. But you can get red, because he was going, red thumb studs would be really nice with this. And I said they would be, but, where are you going to get them? That wasn't an option with Benchmade. And he goes, oh, yeah, this guy named Adrian on eBay, he screws sets, and he does these. And I might do pocket clips as well. I think he's Australian. I can't remember. So, but he goes, I've never seen a red Crooked River. Could you send me a picture? And I said, sure. You could have done blue. You could do natural G10. You can do carbon fiber. So, in retrospect, would carbon fiber have been nice? Yeah. You could do M4, but I don't want a black coated blade. And I think they had an option, but it was a silver-ish coated. So if I could have got M4 in satin, I would have. But 20 CV, fine. 20% chromium, really non-corrosive. I'm good. And the deep carry pocket clip is excellent, excellent. So wish they would have put flat screws there instead of these domed ones. I mean, why would you put domed screws when you've got a deep carry pocket clip? You need to straighten that situation out. I don't know. But all joking aside, what do we got here? TwoSun, Insanity. There's my Kingfisher. I ride all over my boxes. Mazwan. Yeah, he's doing some really good stuff. And that's the 232 round. This is a mess. Oh. Hey, have anybody been keeping up on Teppei designs? The Hornet 2. Have you seen that on Instagram? His carbo quartz, I think is what they call them, scales. So they're carbon fiber, and then it can be like red. They're just multicolor. So that looks pretty interesting. Although I like my Hornet 2 pretty much the way it is. Of course, Shabazz did a review. I think one of his criticisms was this little Y shape here, which I don't find a fault with. It's just a little styling cue. And then he was saying that the choil here needs to be much bigger. That just depends. There's a lot of people that don't like these huge go-forward choils. This one has it, okay? And so he was saying it needs a big front choil there. Well, not necessarily. I mean, that's kind of a matter of taste, really. So if that's what he's saying is that's just his taste, then okay. I mean, I get you. But it's not a fault with the knife. It's just a design decision. This with the ball, that's nice. There you go. Ooh, that's nice. And, it's a liner lock, so you can make it symmetrical. Same stuff on both sides. You don't have, like, carbon fiber on one side and titanium on the other, so nice. Yeah, he said 7 sets. So I'm not going to bother him for a set. You know, I don't want to step in. But yeah, I really like this. You know what? I told him the other day, I was messaging with him. I said, get G10. Do one of these in G10 with, like, I don't care, N690, 14C28, and something, and make it like $75. Liner lock, G10, you know, contoured. It'd be nice. And then I said, and what I was giving him a hard time about is the pivot. It's a 3-piece, screws on both sides, and I really like a 1-piece D-shaped pivot that you can make all your adjustments from one side. But in this case, I mean, you got entree both ways, so it's not a huge issue. And, you know, has anybody thought about if you just got rid of that? I mean, just took the humps off of here. I think some people dig it because it's got that, but I'm looking at it and I'm going, if it didn't have that, would it really be that bad? I don't know. So that's another thought. Maybe a change up you could do on the blade if you made a G10 and or a micarta model. It's light. It's really light for what it is. So I do like it. And of course, I've got the regular Hornet in G10 and the one in titanium as well with N690 blade. But this is M390. And I believe it got tested. It was right at, it was close to 60. And M390 is just a bitch to do in a production batch. I don't even know that it should be used in production knives, to tell you the truth. It's finicky. Yeah, it's finicky. I hear D2's kind of finicky too, but S35, not so much. S30, not so much. But, you know, some are not. Oh, well. And, of course, this is Damasteel, which I like, but I'll tell you what, I am not the kind of guy that's going to pay an extra, you know, $200 for Damasteel over the standard. This one with the standard M390 blade was $199. I can't remember if it was an Atlantic knife or where it was. And then this one is $280, so $80 more. I don't think that's horrible. It's pretty, isn't it? Yeah, I like the pattern on it. Rike knife. Oh, what I got recently. Hey, Bubba. What's going on? What's up with the Sebenza? Oh, I don't know. I just thought I'd break down and get one back again. I had one 20 years ago, but... And then I forgot that, you know, it's single lug because, you know, you got this cutout here. So you can send it back and they can put the other side on there. But I think they do a little bit of resurfacing here to make room for it. And then one guy was saying even then it really doesn't make it that doable from that side. So Chad, super chat, huh? Ooh, we're getting fancy now. So yeah, I like it. Oh yeah. And you know, this gets smoother and smoother. And I watched a couple videos about disassembly. I haven't disassembled this one yet, but it's super easy. But this is one of those things you could just have for a lifetime, you know? You really can. And I like the 25. I don't know. If I get the 31 someday, I might sell off the 21 and just have the 31 as a forever. But does it really matter? Really? I mean, the 21's just kind of got that, very simple design. And what I like about it is it, you know, like Ray Laconico designs. They're just the Keen and others that are just plain, they're kind of really cool because they are plain, because they're just not involved, you know. And wow, this is that way for me. This is just a real simple knife in your pocket, good, honest, solid, and $450 freaking dollars. That's all kinds of crazy, isn't it? But made in the USA, they got a lot more. I don't have any Hinderers. Damn it. I'll tell you what, my next Hinderer, I mean, I've had them and they've gone, and had them and they've gone. Just like my Medfords, had them, gone, had them, gone. But I think a Hinderer that I want, and then if I get it, the reason I haven't got it yet, because I'm afraid if I get it, I'll never sell it. I want the full track. It's a big dog, and I saw it, took Linus when he was here from Sweden, took him up to Monkey's Edge in Phoenix, and I got the full track out of the case. It had blue G10, both sides. See, most of the Hinderers are just like G10 on one side, titanium on the other, and I don't do that anymore. I don't do that. So I thought, that full track, oh man, this is nice. That full track it's beautiful because it's symmetrical on both sides. It's a great shape. It's a big knife, and I'm going to like it too much. And I had it in my hand, and they wanted $595 because that's the going rate. And I go, I got to find a way to get it less expensive. And I almost thought about contacting Rike and going, please, can you give me a discount? But I don't know, shit, I hate to beg. Oh, talk about begging. That was my wife, like, honey, can I buy this? So, had a viewer that had this and the Para 2. Oh, slap it open in M4, in satin. I go, I told one of my buddies, I ain't getting in the black. I'm not getting in a black blade. No, I'm not going to get DLC. I'll just not have it. But in the satin, yes. Except in the satin, I missed. And now on, wherever secondary market, they're crazy money. Crazy money. Okay, hold on. Where the hell? Yeah. And there's the Para 2. So I got both of them. Oh, baby. And I'll tell you one thing. I paid all the money. So these will never turn over because nobody'd be stupid enough to pay what I paid for these. But this was kind of that thing. I'd seen them and I go, oh man, I think I really got it. And I think I might send this. I don't know if I really want to, but thinking about sending it to Kurt and have the HRC done. And if I do, I don't know. I might just pull the blades and have him do it around the pivot or it won't show. But I'd kind of really like to know the HRC on these M4s. I had him test the 10V, my K390, my M390, which wasn't all that hot. If that was like a 60.8, something like that, at best. But, and what did I do? I made a run at DLT, and I thought I'm all smug and cool. Check this out, DLT. So I got this, the 19th. It was going to be at 9 a.m. my time, right? So I go, I got to remind myself. So I'm going to get the Manix 2 in 20 CV, and it's a satin blade, and it's really cool. And I like the Manix. I wish they made a Manix XL with this color G10 and a satin blade. Shit, I'd be all over that. Whatever happened to the Manix XL? Why don't they ever want to do anything with that? I don't get it. But, so I got 2 of these, And I thought, oh, that's cool, 139, 140 a piece. But an hour and a half later, I go, and they're still up for sale. It took them over 4 hours to sell out. So I didn't have to do the crazy slam and jam crap. So, so much for that. Thinking I was one of the only few that might have grabbed one. Nah, it took a while. They're doing a lot of these sprint runs, and, after a while, kind of the magic moment goes out of that. So, I don't know. Why don't you poke it? What? I only caught the last end of that. That Victorinox. Oh, yeah. And the watch, too, huh? Yeah, I like this. This is cool. I had to replace the battery in it one time, but other than that. But, my neighbor had this. When I lived in Oklahoma, I had like a big, 2/3 acre lot, and they were way out in big neighborhood that spread out. He lived down behind me in a private drive, like, 6,000 square foot home with a pool and everything. He was in the medical field. So he pulled up in his fancy SUV, and we were bullshitting, and I saw the watch on him, and I go, oh my God, I gotta have that. And then when I went inside and researched it, and then I go, okay, I guess I don't have to have that. But then, 2 years later, I was going, what was that watch again? Took me forever to find it again, and then I did find a guy that was selling his, and I snapped it off of eBay for, like I said before, $600. So, instead of $1,200, that was a hell of a deal. But if you love a watch like that, you gotta love the Scavenger. God, I love that knife. Wow. It's huge. It's impractical. It's, braggadocious of the kind of machinery, the machining process that they can do at Rike. No wonder Andre de Villiers going, hey, you could have it all, buddy. Knock yourself out, because who else can do this? I know Knives has done some really fancy custom looking ones, but I was talking to Joe at the 2020 SHOT Show. Super nice guy, CEO of Knives, and he showed me, some of the fancy, and I'm going, you need to make more than one, so you could offer it, but he says costs too much. Hey, anybody want to get the LTK hat? Just got these in a couple days ago. Already sold 10 of them. Gray. They're green on the front, gray on the back. Says stay sharp on the back. And they're like a stone wash. So they're ragdy-tagdy around here. So you can look Hollywood, right? Because if it ain't beat up and, all the stars with their raggy, ripped-up jeans. I had that in the 1960s. I got laughed at. I guess I was cool back then, but nobody realized it. My mom put patches on my jeans. But here you go, in Velcro. Made in Bangladesh. Weren't they the ones that got hit by the typhoon is what they call it over there? There's Bangladesh, yeah. But it's stitched up in Arkansas. So Arkansas is where I got these from. They got little steel grommets on the side. They're pretty nice. 18 smackers. And I pay the shipping in the USA. Already got 3 going to Sweden. And I throw in a koozie. So how crazy is that? Is that a good deal? I know I have a cold steel hat. It's plastic mesh on the back and just, it's a promotional hat. What can I say? But those are $18. So, yeah, maybe I ought to leave it right here and just really be cheesy. Hell, I haven't even drank a whole beer yet. It's embarrassing. People at the bar will go, they're just going to kick me out. They say, we can only sit one person for every 3 chairs. so we can only do 1/3 capacity. So they go, if you're coming in, you got to be a professional drinker because you got to drink for 3, right? Because we're missing the other 2/3 of the people. So I go, I'm in, and they vouched for me. My buddies vouched for me. So it's like, start me out with 3 beers and we'll work our way in. But, oh, you like the links? Now, this is where Ivan ought to be on, except he's long gone to bed over there in Ukraine. But this is nice. And right and left hand, $242, about $220 something after discount on White Mountain. But this is really light for what it is. This is probably one of the better high-end knives that Real Steel's ever done. Probably actually the best. Megalodon, all the rest put together. I would say this is my favorite. Super smooth, multi-row ceramic bearings. Got this big cutaway here. Easy to flick out. Just so light. Ergos are good because it's kind of fat and nice and contoured here. But it just feels so light. I mean, wow. I can't believe it's as light as it is. Amazing. But really nice. God, I like it. I mean, that's the best thing I think Real Steel's done at that price level, you know, in the high-end stuff. Yes, I like the G5 Metamorph, and I like a lot of the other things. And then the Phasma and Phasma Free I'll be doing a review on. And I didn't bring the Phasma Free out, but I got the Phasma coming in, the one with the thumb studs. And then the Phasma Free doesn't have any thumb studs, yet you can still finger flick that. Well, greasy fried chicken, no. But you could, otherwise, yes, you could do that. So it's good. I just graduated a week ago. I need a job now. We looking for employment? Just got the large Artisan Tradition. Did you? You know what? Isn't that weird? Because I really didn't appreciate that knife. And I got it from some guy. And I can't remember why I got it. I think he wanted it tested. And I sent it on. And it's nice. Yeah, it's nice. You know, I haven't seen any new Artisan knives out recently, including the Centauri, right? Have you seen that? I mean, that's a Laconico design. So, no. And I haven't seen any of their new CJRB out yet either. What's up with that? I'm seeing some Wee knives and some Civivi and, you know, some Real Steel, some, you know, this and that, but I really haven't seen anything on Artisan or CJRB. Is that green knife the Rike alien? No, this is the Scavenger. Oh, Mr. Fiore. Yeah, that's a Scavenger, dude. This is Andre de Villiers. And, of course, Rike makes it. So, yeah, the alien's nice, but the alien's way smaller. And this is over 10 inches, I think. Hold on. I just happen to have this with me. Let me show it to you. I don't know. I'm going to work on my focus on this camera for the next time. So, look at that. Ouch. 4.5 and 10. 10 overall. Beautiful, integral. And I got this off of a guy, because I sold mine off. Somebody talked me out of it. And then like 2 months later, I go, damn it. No, that's an all-time I got to have knife. And so, yeah, integral. Yeah, it is. Didn't I just send you a box, Jim, up to New York? You ain't got it yet, right? You won't get it till probably Tuesday, I imagine. So, I can't remember what I sent you. Do you remember what I sent you? Nordstrom. Oh my God. I sent, I sent you, I finally got your koozie and stickers. in the mail. God dang it. I'm glad you reminded me of that. I cannot believe it. Oh, yeah. Yes, the 1902 and the Tai Chi. Oh, the Tai Chi. The wee Tai Chi integral. But look at that. Yes, the 1902. You're the other one. I can't remember who the first guy was that I got one of these for. This is the third one. Third one. Third is charm. I actually got to put this on video. So there you go. But so we took it apart, put it back together, all that on the video. But yeah, nice. You know, look at the pocket clip. No screw coming up down through here. It comes up from inside. It's interesting. This back spacer, if you check this out, Jim, it's freaky. Okay, so probably never mess with the back spacer. Just take this apart from this backside, but don't do anything. The back spacer is actually threaded here. Where the screw goes through, it's threaded in there. You have to unscrew, because you unscrew the screw, you pull it out, right? You take this off, all that. But you got this still hanging onto this frame. It's screwed on. It's like doing this with the back spacer to unscrew it and then back on. Does that make any sense? And then there's, of course, there's another little screw right under there that's coming in to the pocket clip. But this one here actually is threaded into the back spacer right there. How insane is that? I don't get it. But it's a beautiful knife. Now, somebody do a little inlay here, it'd be like a forever keeper, because this thing is huge. Huge. Talk about, I got some huge knives. I mean, the Scavenger's big, but talk about some big knives. There's 4. There's 9. That's all day fun. And of course, this is 9.5, the milli. So, I guess we're looking at somebody who's into big knives, right? I mean, Crooked River, full size, Haas. Hornet 2, super light, but Haas, you know. And maybe about the only intelligent knife, one of the most intelligent ones I have on the table is the Sebenza. Because many of the others are big-ass knives, and it's weird how I just grabbed those. Oh, by the way, did I mention this like half an hour ago, right? The X-Arc. I should have brought the Chronic, should have thrown that in my little take-along box when I came out to the patio, but I didn't. But the X-Arc, great action. And, of course, you can get it in Damascus. And does anybody know what that Damascus is made of that Civivi's using? I heard somebody say that it was 8 or 9 CR 18, you know, done into Damascus. But I don't know. I guess I should get a hold of Joe, the CEO. Joe, the CEO, who never says no. I ought to ask him to get me that little Buster, you know, that Cynics design. Because when that gets in, got to have it. Let me tell you another knife I got to have. Guess what? It's big. And it's called the Yo Jumbo. Okay. Oh, I should have got, what's the one that Park does for CRKT? Something Jumbo, right? What is it? Somebody help me out. It's CRKT knife. It's Jeff Park did it, right? And they made it big. I got to get that back. I got to get that back. And I saw him at the SHOT Show, and I go, "What the hell, Jeff?" And he goes, "Yeah, it just cries out to be big, doesn't it?" And it was just funny as hell. Those guys are great. I'll tell you, one of the most fun booths to be around at the SHOT Show in Vegas is CRKT. You got Ken Onion, Jeff Park. Of course, they work together and all that stuff. But then you got, oh God, I don't know. You got everybody. You got Eric Oakes there. You got usually a couple of the vets that design the Forged by War stuff. You got Roberts, the rancher in New Mexico. God, what's his? Richard Rogers. Yeah, just a bunch of the different designers there. And of course, Flavio Icoma coming out from Brazil. And he usually brings one of his flunkies with him. So that's a blast. And he's crazy. It's just a lot of fun. Jumbones. How? Jumbones. God dang it. That's correct. That is correct. And how? If you email me at luvthemknives@gmail.com, I will send you a Civivi little multi-tool thing and a koozie and some stickers. Just because you did that. What the hell? So just remember, Luvthemknives, L-U-V, themknives@gmail.com, and I'll send them to you until I sober up, and then I won't remember. I won't remember. So you better email me super fast. But yeah, anybody have anything specific they want to talk about besides how ultra cool the Scavenger is? Oh, Atlanta Blade Show. What do you think they're going to do, guys? I mean, I think they're going to hold it, and I've got reservations, so I'm all in, but are they going to make people social distance? I mean, I just don't even see how that would work. So I'm thinking no. Of course, nobody social distances around here anyhow. Well, okay, I'm lying. Not at the bars I go to. They opened up, and I think they behaved themselves for about a day and a half. And then it was Katie bar the door. It's all insane. Packed to the gills, elbow to elbow, no masks, no gloves, no nothing. The servers wear a mask as ornament practically, but nobody else is doing that stuff. Go to the grocery store or, you know, Walmart and that shit. It's insane. People are acting like it's, what is that, like Ebola, or like you're going to bleed out the nose and mouth and die screaming or something. But I don't know. I mean, they just didn't have much infection down here. They put off all the medical stuff, and nobody showed up at the hospitals for the COVID. And so they started laying off all the medical workers because the hospitals were empty. Nobody was sick. So it was crazy. So we all got back to living. My buddy in Montana that stays down here, he during the winter, he said, to hell with this, because, you know, the bars were closed. So as soon as he could, he headed back up to Montana because that thing is wide open. And then, of course, I FaceTime with Linus in Gothenburg, Sweden. When he's at work, he has the night shift as security, right? So he's in this security shack. And so then we FaceTime, we laugh, and I drink, and he has to drink like power drinks and stuff. But they never did anything. They never did anything. And I go, so half the country must be dead by now. According to the Democrats and the socialists here in this country, we'd all be dead if we didn't like lock down the whole country for 10 months. And he goes, no, we're all fine. So I did look up the death rate, and it's about the same as the U.S., and we've all been locked down for months. So I just go, oh my God. And I go, this is not fair because you're a socialist country. They should be the extra control. They should be locking you down for like 2 years. But no, they didn't give a shit. So they didn't do anything. So now I feel cheated. I'm 2 months sitting on my patio, behaving myself. Well, not really behaving myself, but you know. But here we are back to it, and they won't let me into Costco without a mask, so I ain't going. Screw that, I'll send my wife. But all the sports pubs and stuff, Katie barred the door, no problem. First beer in the can, bullet number 2, and I'm more than a 6-shooter. That's for sure. Oh, that one's cold, baby. That's a crispy boy. So who wants a hat? Come on, man. 18 bucks. I pay the shipping. Isn't that pretty? Actually, I was really happy with the way they turned out. I thought it was really cool. I just wanted something decent. And if I have shirts done again, I just had a little batch of 24 done months ago. They're about gone. But if I do that again, I'm going to have some really nice, like, moisture wicking, really high-end material stuff. Because I'm thinking, you know, I don't want a promotional item. I want a real quality item. And then maybe just a small logo on the pocket, because I like pocket tees, so I think that's what we're going to do. Knives. Oh. So, Jim, are you looking forward to those knives arriving? That Rike and the Tai Chi. That's got to be just a double slamma jamma that you're really going to love, man. Oh, my God. And does it get much more handsome than this? I was so, oh, good, Hal. Thanks for emailing me. Yeah, okay, I'll follow you up on that. I might throw in a couple other little goodies just for the hell of it. But, I was going to say this. I was looking at doing a knife sale late next week. And I don't know if I'm going to or not. I think I will for the Patreons. I don't know if I'll have enough to really worry about flipping it to public. So, I don't know. I've got probably about 25, 27, 28 knives. And they're really interesting. I got like 6 different knives came in from other people, a couple other from other people. So maybe about 8 knives from others. And then knives that I'll be turning over as well. So, no, somebody asked me, am I going to sell this? No, of course not. I can't because I don't want to lose like 50, 60 bucks on it. In fact, I built it especially just as a long-term keeper. So 20 CV, crazy, but I love the Crooked River. Have you ever really looked at this knife and thought, could this have been extended into that bolster and make it more seamless? Because look at the way it wraps around. Okay? So now, haven't you ever seen knives where this notch that hits this stop was deep into the blade, kind of, and the blade kind of wrapped around it? So can you see that this blade, I mean, you could have maybe lowered this a little bit and the blade could have wrapped around it and been back to here to where it would have crossed into this bolster. I don't know. I'm just wondering. Other than that, the design flows nicely. And this has got to be, the Contigo, my Bug Out, which is that limited edition 20 CV one, with that translucent handle. It's got the blue Benchmade thing underneath it. And my Super Freak. Those are the 4. And of course the Contigo is the M390 from Knife Works with the blue G10 sculpted handle. But those are 4. Those are the 4 awesome Benchmades that I really, really like. And I'm trying, just a lot of Benchmades, I just don't feel it. I really don't. My wife's got a mini grip. I don't have a grip anymore. I just traded it off to somebody who's got a channel, and they wanted it for this or that, and they traded me a knife. But I'll probably give me about 6 months, and I'm going to go on Benchmade site, and I'm going to custom build myself a grip. That's what I'm going to do. I think that'd be great. And red thumb studs. I'm going to get those from not Andrew, Adrian, on because he messaged me back, so he can do some red thumb studs. So I'm going to do that, and I think I'm going to leave the rest alone. I was thinking about getting some bronze screws and deep carry pocket clip, but silver's nice. And it's this bolster silver, so I think I'm going to leave it alone. This would be interesting right here. This release bar would be interesting in red, but I think it's okay. I think it's okay the way it is. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, you're right, Hal. Maybe move the stop pin back. Yeah, it could have. And then, you know, I mean, it just depends on how you're going to set it up. Oh, well, yeah. But, yeah. You know, somebody was talking about Benchmade's like not being centered and having QC issues. I really haven't had that problem with them. I'll tell you one thing about Benchmade. You send it to, I ordered this 5 days later. I had it in my hand. They built it in a day and shipped it out UPS. And I wish their service went that quick. I've sent them knives before, and it was like 30 days, 45 days before I got it back. But it's rebuilt through the spa treatment, free, which I never get anything from Spyderco for free. It's always costing me money, and they're not as a perky, laughing, having fun type of people in the service department or customer service as Benchmade. Benchmade they're nice, they're pleasant, they're not snippy, but Spyderco, I haven't had luck. They've been a little bit curt with me, if you know what I mean, and it's always money. It's always money, and I always have to call them back and say, remember last century when I sent you a knife? Oh, we were going to send you an invoice. Well, what is it? Can I pay it over the phone? Yeah, you can pay it over the phone. You know, so I pay them. It's like, okay, there's no reason why you can't ship it back, right? God. So, it gets done, but not with a lot of love. I have to be at work at 5:30 a.m. Come on, Bubba. And I'm just happy that I have more hair than you do. But we both got grandkids, right? So that's all that counts, right? That's all that counts. Jump over the... What? You jump over an old one? Links. Oh, God. How long have I been going? An hour? Yeah, I'm boring everybody to death. What's going on, Nate? You don't own a single Spyderco at the moment, Jim? I'll tell you what. I've been low on Spydercos in the past, and I looked. So I got this bookshelf thing. And so I got these long plastic, fairly clear plastic, like that would hold a loaf of bread or more, you know? And so I'm laying them side by side, pushing them into the bookcase, right? And so I put alphabetical numbers on them, like all knives that end with A or B or C or whatever, you know, brand names. So Spyderco, the S box, it's full. I probably got 15 Spydercos in there, maybe more. I'm surprised I have so many. Wow. But you know what? I went on the idiot mode of I've got to get a pair of two in everything, it seems like. And so the M4, the K390, the M390. I had two in M390, the one that comes red DLT and the one that comes blue bento box, but I just got the bento box now. And I got the V10V, and I'm losing it. But I've got the native lightweight, the native G10. I've got the Manix. Oh, and those two are in Rex 45. I got the Manix G10 and the Manix lightweight in Rex 45, and I've got the Para 3 in lightweight Rex 45. And then I got a regular Native Chief, and the Native Chief comes out in S90V. I got to get that, and the Native Chief, when it comes out in Rex 45, I got to have that. That Native Chief is probably now damn near my most favorite Spyderco knife. It's just a big, long, flat grind blade that just keeps going. I like that. And in the Rex 45 for sure. And then the Yo Jumbo, well, I'm going to get the Yo Himbo. Then I'm going to get the Yo Jumbo because I want them both together when I do my video on it. But you got to do the almost, and I might break down, especially if how many more beers I have, and email Michael Janich and say, I got to have the Yo Jumbo, dude. Hook me up. So I don't know. But it's, hey, if you don't ask, you never know, right? So I'm just thinking I got to get it. And I don't know. I asked Justin at White Mountain, I go, when's that coming in? Because he's got it built onto his site, right? But it says out of stock. And he goes, I don't know. Spyderco's so vague. I mean, they just never really give you a pinpoint time. So I really don't know. I got it built in, but I don't have them in stock yet. And I don't know when they're coming, so specifically. But that's going to be over 9 inches long. I mean, the Yo Himbo, I looked at that, years ago, and I thought, until I got one in that went on a table sale from another person. And I took it out of the box, and I started messing with it, and I go, this is solid. This is cool. It's really more in the hand. It's more impressive in hand than it is just looking at on the page. And I'll tell you what, wow. If I got that in supersize, wow. And then get the jumbones. Now, if they'd make the jumbones in, I was going to say titanium, but no. I want it in G10 with like at least an S30V blade. Something like that. That would be cool. That would be cool. I love that blade. I love the design, but oh well. I'm going to get it back. I'm going to go and get me a Jumbones, but I definitely got to get a Yo Jumbo. Second beer, and I'm only about a third of the way through it. That's embarrassing. Bento box. You know what? So do you guys know about Bento box? See, I didn't know it for a long time. So you go to bentobox.com and see they get all these kinds of exclusives or, special runs from Spyderco, among other things. But so you want that blue, if you want the blue M390, the last I knew it was available. They just get all the money for it, though. They're just going to slam a jamma, and their shipping is like $15. Like $14-15. You buy a knife that costs over $100 from most of the onliners, and it's free shipping. Not there. Not there. Mazwan. Hell yeah, Mazwan's been on fire. Kingfisher. And guess what? Have you seen my YouTube video on this? Have you? Because I got this back in pieces from Kurt when he did the testing on it. And it reminded me, because I was putting it together in my office on my desk, it's number 1. They're numbered. It's on the inside of here, okay? And mine is number 1. Mine's number 1. I don't know why. I just ordered it like anybody, right? And I disassembled it on my video that I did on my YouTube channel, and guess what? Number 1. Crazy, huh? So definitely, and of course, they did them in Timascus. And, damn it. I was thinking, see, you can't just run down every damn road. And I go, I love mine, and I don't need it in Timascus. And the problem is the insane people on eBay will just jam it right up to like almost $300. And I'm just going, damn, you got to start making some decisions, fish or cut bait. But, yeah. This is nice, though. This is nice. And I'm not a big front flipper guy, but this one, the good thing about it is you can also do this. Contoured. They're just, why doesn't anybody do TwoSun knives? Well, Hawaiian knifing gear, of course. But I mean, yeah, I know you do. But I don't understand. These are, I take them apart, I look at them, I take other knives apart and look at them that are $400, $500, $600, and I'm sitting there scratching my head going, I'm not seeing a difference. I mean, I have the blades tested for HRC and PMI, and I don't know, just a puzzlement. Maybe it's the fact that the box is so upgrade, you know. That is loveliness. Isn't that luxury? Remember when they first came out, it just said TwoSun across the brown box? It didn't even have the slip cover. The guy that owns the company is named Yang. And of course, if I want to really get on his nerves, I'll go to Sean, Teppei Designs, and, you know, because he's hooked in. And so I'll go, you need to tell him that, you know, and so he's like, okay. But otherwise, yeah, I mean, if I'm emailing Yang directly, it's just like, how are you? How's the kids? You know, blah, blah, blah. And, oh, you know, I'm looking to get these next 3 knives, and every once in a while he sends me one. So, hey, but I'm always on there bidding on stuff, and it's a mess. It's really a mess. I'm looking for that micarta one, and I missed on a couple of those. So I'm going to have to get reacquainted with what's going down now on the TwoSun knives and try and get some more. I think I got like 4 coming in. The 196, and I can't remember the other. I got the little Damascus one that's snake wood. It's a slip joint, so I got that. That's 252, I think. So, who doesn't like Spam? I mean, you fry that up, you put some cheese on it, toast the bun, put some butter in the skillet, put the buns down there, toast them on there, put some Spam, some cheese, maybe some lettuce on top, Miracle Whip. Spam is ham. It is. Yeah, the TwoSun products look good, Joseph. They really do. I like them. And I'm trying to figure out, well, I mean, they are blowing up. They are blowing up. I shouldn't discount the fact that people aren't paying attention. They are. The buyers are paying attention. The knife community overall that does the reviews, not so much. But maybe, you know, a lot of these reviewers are affiliates for like Blade HQ, Knife Center, places like that. So they're going to push, or they're going to push knives. They're going to review review knives that are more mainstream. Shall we say that? They're going to review knives that are more mainstream. Me, the wild crazy person, yeah, I'm the off-road trucker, and there's people that probably wouldn't send me a knife if their life depended on it because I've been critical in the past of this or that. And I can name some companies, but then it'd get me even in deeper trouble. So we'll leave that alone. And we're still talking about that Jelly Jerry one in CF Thai. Where'd I put that? The Jelly Jerry. Oh, what is that? That's not the 232. It's the 230 Monarch or something like that. I think that's what I was trying to talk up. The Cobra is what? The 190? That's the Cobra, right? I got that. The 166? Oh, yeah. That's good, too. Does TwoSun have an affiliate program? I wish. I'd like to be there. I mean, I'd like to get some. Yeah, I know, Andrew. Nobody's paying you either. No. But White Mountain Knives. Okay. Yes, they've got about $20,000 worth of TwoSun knives on order. When are they going to arrive? God only knows. Nobody knows. Nobody knows, unfortunately. And neither does Justin. And he goes, I mean, they sell well and all that. And I didn't even talk to him about starting to carry TwoSun. He just did on his own. Like he did some of the Max A stuff and PMP. And I mean, he's just like, have you any of you guys gone on White Mountain Knives and looked at Geo, G-E-O knife? There's like 2 different models or 3 different models now of Geo knife. They're like $29. Supposed to be D2. I got the 902. I'm gonna send it in and have it PMI'd and HRC'd just to see. But I mean, it's like an alternative to a Ganzo, that kind of thing. So it's kind of interesting, you know. Just didn't know if anybody knew about that. And Mavrokniv, Mavrokniv, the Mavrokniv Spectre. I got that off of Amazon. Had it tested. It's D2. And I think the HRC was 62.5. So that's weird. And it's natural G10 with kind of blue pivot stuff. I should have brought it out, but yeah, you might want to like, but that's $59. And I'm going, 59. I don't know. That's all kinds of money. Hey, $15 for a 30 pack. So the wife sent me over to Safeway. And I laughed all the way through the store watching these bimbos, like social distance and stuff. Of course, I got no gloves, no mask. I don't give a shit, right? So I get 2 30 packs of Coors Light. And then, what the hell else? I got a whole bunch of other shit. And go to the cash register. I got like a rotisserie chicken. I got 6 ears of corn. They were $0.01 an ear for corn on the cob, okay? Because it was a special. I got 2 pounds of butter, 65 cents a pound for butter. I mean, she downloads all these coupons and stuff. Safeway, it's also owned by Albertsons. I walked out of there, it was $40. I mean, you couldn't have got the 2 30 packs for $40, but I got a whole shitload of other groceries included. So, hey, who says I'm not a smart shopper? And the more money you save, the more money you got for knives. What's going on, Nordstrom? Jane, Justin still hasn't got his knives. I know. Koozie looks like a great value. Yes, I did the Nova. And so they're doing these ones in titanium with AUS-10 blades. And they're like $99. But I think they put them on sale before as well. Down as low as like 65. And then the, the Max TKUCK, whatever, his one called the Raven, that's really cool. And the Drake are in G10 and or that kind of micarta look scale, and they're AUS-10. And those things were like $49 at one time. That's a good deal, and that's a heck of a knife. I love the Raven. That's definitely a keeper, and the Drake is too. Those are 2 that are really, really good. And I think I've got 1 or 2 Koozies that I'm trying to get that I can bring in and look at. But I've done a lot of Koozie reviews. The Siren was interesting. Very slender, very lightweight, but contoured, beautiful titanium. So, yeah. Isn't it weird how they come and go? Like QSP. I'm hooked up with them, of course, through Blade Banner, right? Because he repped for him during the 2020 SHOT Show. So I got to meet David. And I got to meet, who else did I get to meet? Eugene Kwan, because he was over with Liang Ma. Okay, so I got to go there and hang out with them and do a video at their booth. And I haven't seen the new Liang Ma knives come out yet. that I saw at SHOT Show. Oh my God. I mean, the thing is, he ain't giving them away, okay? He's not giving them away, but they are crazy good. And I've got the eraser, and I just can't force myself to sell it. I really can't. I know I got money in it, and, you know, maybe I should turn it, but God, I've wanted that knife in my hand. And I have the CRKT eraser, which I got on eBay by somebody who like sold it to me for like $68 or something. And normally they're trying to pop you because it's been off, you know, out of production for years. They're trying to usually get you for like 150 or something. So that was great. So I got both erasers. That's cool. I like that. But oh my God, they are really, I thought, expensive. But, oh, the Field Duty knife, that is a great knife. That's a great knife. But he's got some new Warrior series coming out and some others. And then he's got the, is it called a cuff? Kitchen Utility Folder, KUF. That's not bad. That's not bad. It looks a little bit like the NOC knife that's the MTO. I can't remember now. I've got it coming up to do a review on it, actually. I got it in the house, and they sell for like right at 100. Titanium VG10 blade. QSP is on point. Parrot is a nice little knife, isn't it? I mean, nice little lightweight G10 carry. Yeah, you can do that. And it's fun to dye them. Yeah, it is. Yeah, the Field Duty, you know. I've always liked that one, and I sold that one off. All I got is the eraser now. The Field Duty, that'd definitely be a keeper. I know my buddy Steve over in Iowa got one at the same time I did, and he still got his. Puffin is good, yeah. There's some others I really like from QSP, and it's slipping my mind right now. But yeah, really good. Okay, get out of here. I've done this way too long, but I'm gonna try and come up and do live feed if I can. Oh man, my focus still not good close. I'm gonna work on that. There's something wrong here that I must have put a different setting in. But I'll tell you what, I'm gonna try and do this like on a weekly basis at least. So you guys, I'll try and maybe on my next Trader's Corner on the 10th of June announce, and I'll try and make it regular, like once a week, maybe on a Sunday, to do a live feed. Haven't decided yet, but it's a good thing to do. Kind of connects everybody. Everybody gets to chat and do some stuff. So, all right, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you, and you guys. Well, you need to do one thing, by the way. You need to stay sharp.